time to bring Primo Nicolosi along. Primo's the architect on the project, and so mate, I want to give you a hand in good shape because it's been a great project to work with you on. There's been a lot of changes and a lot of adjustments that's required, which is not necessarily unusual, but I'll tell you what, it emphasises the need to have relationships in place where you can get through those things and just find practical solutions as quickly as you can. And Primo has got a background not only in architecture but his family through development work. So to me, that was what, when we first met, I thought this guy's practical. They do their own projects. They understand costs of construction and are very practical in terms of designing a product that works. So thanks for coming along, mate.
Yeah, for sure, definitely.
Yeah. So what's your? I know you've been here a few times, but now the place is looking pretty close to being finished. What are your initial impressions here?
Yeah, initially it all looks very smooth. The finishes are top notch, and the colour schemes come up good as well. One of the concerns I had at the start was that it was going to be, because we have gone 3 stories in site, that it was going to be a bit too crowded, but the final product has worked out well, and with our placement of windows and screens, there's no loss of privacy to any one individual.
Good point. One of the things on this site that we were able to achieve was, under the Brisbane City Council changed their town plan, didn't they, in June or July of 2014. And we were able to put our application in under the old town plan. And then under the new town plan, the requirements for a site like this changed, didn't they, where we probably wouldn't get as many units on as we would under this current town plan.
That's correct. So under the Brisbane City Plan 2000, it was widely accepted that if you had a development site surrounded by units, that it was more than acceptable to do three stories, as that was keeping in with the character of the area being a unit area. With the adaptation of the Brisbane City Council Plan 2014, this has changed significantly. Now you are required to be within 400 metres of a railroad station or a bus depot in order to qualify for the 3 stories as of right of use. Now that is important because if you do not have the right of use, you are automatically doing a lift application, which opens you up to neighbours objecting later on and then significantly slow down the process. Could we have not been able to get 3 stories here, we would have had a large reduction in numbers. I'd say probably around a 40% reduction in numbers. As having the 3rd story does add a significant amount of area, especially considering where your ground floor level is no longer has to support car parking and living, but just the car parking itself.
So what that means in real terms is that our adjacent neighbours here would have looked at the price that these blocks here sold for and think, well, these sold for X amount a few years ago, mine's worth that as well. The problem then comes is that the neighbours on those neighbouring properties, you can't get, as Primo's just explained, you can't get the same number of units as you would on this site. So there's this period of hiatus where that makes the neighbouring properties more expensive than they should be, and often makes projects not viable simply because we can't get as many units on and recover the cost of the land by way of total cost of sales. So there is lots of sites around Brisbane which are overpriced because the development yield's less than what it was. So I guess in that sense we're pretty lucky, and we pushed everything to the limit here within the confines of the town plan, didn't we, in terms of height, floor area and private open space, public open space?
Absolutely, and you have to make these projects viable these days. That's where you really make your money, by buying the site from what the town plan says you can do and then pushing the town plan to what you actually want to achieve, while not going too overboard as to have a product that you cannot sell.
Yeah. So look, all in all, it's been a good working relationship. Really look forward to more and more projects with Primo. It's been a good teamwork with our builders. There's lots of changes along path from starting to completing. And even in construction, certainly there's lots of things change, but it all comes down to relationships, and maintaining good relationships makes a massive difference. It also allows you to have fun in the process, which is what we've done, and really appreciate your efforts, Brendan.
Yeah, no worries, thank you.
Right, mate, thanks.
Okay, cheers, thanks.